Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul from Mapdeck Cycle Works, and today we have this Cannondale Synapse fresh from the showroom floor from a retailer just up the road from us. The customer has been waiting months for this. It finally arrived, and the very first thing they did was wheel it straight down to us for some additional work to be done. So what are we doing to this absolutely showroom fresh bike? Well, first of all, there's no safety concerns. This has actually come out with a nice full PDI check. All the bolts are tight, the brakes work, the gears work absolutely fine. But don't you think when you spent this much money on a bike that it should be perfect? And that's what we're about to do. So our first mission is this cable area here. These cables from the brakes are too long. This Di2 cable is rattling around, and if I just give that bike that drop test, probably can't hear it on the grass, but these cables are rattling around inside the frame. It'll irritate the hell out of you. So our job, get all that tied down, quieting, and tidy up this front end, make it look like a sports car. Now, a bike like the Cannondale Synapse is built for those all-day long endurance rides, and most of the comfort from a bike like this actually comes from its wheels. So the frame is built to that spec, but really these wheels aren't up to that job. So we're going to switch those out, and we'll show you in the video and explain to you at the end why we've chosen that particular wheel combination. But those wheels are going to build back into this bike the confident handling and the compliance and comfort that this customer is expecting to have from this bike. Right, let's get stuck into the video and show you how we're going to sort these cables out. Alright, welcome back to the end of the video. You've just seen our apprentice Jake finishing up this bike and making it as good as the owner would have wanted it to be. So this bike came into us, remember, fresh from the showroom, and we thought, no, this needs to be better than this. It came in with rattly cables, inappropriate wheels, all sorts. So this is the work that we have done to it. Let's just run you through it. First of all, it is quiet. That, if you're rolling along a potholed and rough road, this is not going to shake, rattle and roll its way along. It's going to be riding smooth. You know, no one wants to hear rattly cables when you're riding. It's horrible. You should be out enjoying your ride. So to do that, we've shortened some of the cables, gone back into the inside, added some dip ties, added some more insulation, just to make sure that all the cables in this down tube, there's no way that they can rattle against the hollow carbon tubing. Up here, we've taken that Di2 cable and wrapped it in some heat shrink as well, so it looks super clean and super nice at the front. Ideally, what we would have loved to have done is taken this little cable here and run that inside the handlebars as well. But this would need a cable that would run almost 1.6 meters by the time we've come out the bottom and back round. And this stock isn't available right now, so maybe that's a job for the future, but I think that is still looking super neat, super clean. What you'd expect this sort of bike to look like. Okay. Still on the frame, we've obviously fitted the Invisiframe kit. So this is an endurance bike. You expect the rider to have feed bags and frame bags and bottle cages and going out on rough roads in all weathers. So having this little layer of frame protection is so important. So across the top tube, along the down tube, all around the stays as well, just to protect the paint from all those chips and stuff like that from riding through all weathers. Definitely a worthy investment. Okay, and finally, we fitted what we think is an appropriate set of wheels for this bike. Remember, an endurance-based bike. The wheels it came with, the Fulcrum Racing 600s, I think, when we took them out, they were loose, the spokes were loose. We put them on the ground and we de-stressed and they were just pinging all over the place. They were a pretty shoddy set of wheels, really not fit for purpose for what the frame was intended to be for. So we fitted these with a new set of wheels, an upgrade for sure, but these are the Pacenti Forza 30s, nice and wide, tubeless, laced up to a set of DT Swiss 350 hubs. These hubs, precision engineered, beautiful, walk into any shop anywhere in the world, they'll have the bearings, they'll know how to change things out, they just work beautifully, year in, year out, designed for all riding in all weathers. And of course, wrapped up in a set of Pirelli Cinteranos, a fantastic all-round tyre, tubeless, 32 wide, again, made for endurance. This bike is an endurance bike, so let's give it an endurance set of wheels to match. Here's my take on it. If you just walked into a bike shop and you've picked up your new bike and it rattled as much as this one did when it came to us, give it back. Like, nobody wants to spend that much money on a bike and walk out of the showroom with it rattling down the road. So give it the little drop test, and if it shakes and vibrates, hand it back to them, ask them to do better, or bring it to us. Okay, what do you think of this bike? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this sort of video, please subscribe. See you on the next one. Thanks.